Tonight, you're going to go to bed and stare at the ceiling. You are tired. The room is dark. You put your phone down. But sleep won't come. And when it finally does, you'll wake up tomorrow feeling like you got hit by something. The reason you can't sleep at night lives in the first 60 minutes after you woke up this morning. To understand why, you have to go back about 300,000 years. For most of human history, there were no alarm clocks, no phones, no electric lights. Your ancestors woke up because the sun came up. And when it did, light flooded into their eyes and triggered a precise cascade of biological events. A cortisol spike that jolted the brain awake. A signal to the body's internal clock that the day had started. And a timer that would make them fall asleep roughly 16 hours later. Every morning, without fail, the sun reset the system. And every night, when the only light left was fire, warm and dim and orange, their brains knew sleep was coming and released melatonin accordingly. That system ran perfectly for 300,000 years. Then, in 1879, Thomas Edison commercialized the electric light bulb. And within a generation, we replaced the sun with something our biology had never encountered. Bright artificial light available at any hour of the night. Your brain hasn't adapted. It still runs the same ancient code. And right now in 2026, it's confused most of the time. Andrew Huberman is a neuroscientist at Stanford who spent years mapping exactly how this system works. Deep inside your skull, there's a cluster of neurons sitting right above the roof of your mouth. Think of it as your body's master clock. It runs on a 24-hour cycle and needs to be reset every single day by one thing: sunlight in your eyes in the first 30 to 60 minutes after you wake up. When that morning light hits the back of your eye, it does three things at once. It triggers a cortisol spike, the good kind, the kind that wakes up your brain. It sets a timer that will make you feel sleepy exactly 16 hours later, and it suppresses the grogginess hormones still floating around from the night before. Miss that window and the timer never gets set properly. You feel off all day, and that night, sleep won't come when you need it. Here's where the modern world breaks the system. Your phone at maximum brightness emits around 400 lux of light. The sky outside, even on a completely overcast day, emits over 10,000. Your brain needs that difference to activate, and a phone screen doesn't come close. So when you roll over and check your phone before getting out of bed, you're giving your ancient biology a whisper when it needs a shout. Go outside. On a clear day, 5 minutes is enough. On a cloudy day, 10. On a gray, rainy day, close to 30. Not through a window, not from inside your car, outside. And skip the sunglasses. Your eyes need the full signal. That single habit done consistently is the foundation everything else builds on. The next domino is caffeine. Your ancestors didn't have it. You do. And the timing of when you drink it matters more than most people realize. When you're asleep, a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain. Adenosine is what makes you feel tired. Caffeine works by blocking it, not removing it, just masking it. When caffeine wears off, all that adenosine rushes back in at once, and that's the crash. But if you wait 90 to 120 minutes after waking before drinking coffee, your body clears out most of that adenosine on its own first. Then caffeine comes in on top of a brain that's already awake. The effect is cleaner, it lasts longer, and the crash mostly disappears. The cutoff matters too. Caffeine stays in your system for 5 to 6 hours. Drink it at 3 p.m. Half of it is still running through you at 9 p.m. You might fall asleep fine, but the deep restorative stages of sleep get cut short without you ever knowing it. You don't feel it that night. You feel it every morning. Cold water in the morning does something counterintuitive. It raises your core body temperature. Cold on the outside triggers your brain to fire up the internal heater. 1 to 3 minutes under a cold shower, and your core temperature goes up. Dopamine levels spike by up to 250%, and that effect lasts for hours, unlike coffee. People who do this consistently describe mornings as a completely different experience. Somewhere in the afternoon, your body wants to rest, not sleep, just stillness. 10 to 20 minutes lying with your eyes closed, no phone, no podcast. This kind of deep rest restores energy better than any extra coffee, partially makes up for a bad night, and makes the sleep you get that night deeper. If you nap instead, keep it short and early. A long nap after 3 p.m. erodes the sleep pressure you've been building all day. Now the evening, and this is where the ancient human story comes back. Your ancestors sat around fires at night. Firelight is warm and orange, around 1800 to 2000 Kelvin with almost no blue wavelengths. Their brains read that light as sunset, and the signal that sleep was coming, and melatonin flowed accordingly. Then they went to sleep in the cold night air, their bodies dropping temperature naturally as the environment did. Your overhead lights run at 5000 to 6500 Kelvin. That's the same frequency as midday sun. Your brain doesn't know it's 11 p.m. It thinks it's noon, and it holds off on melatonin accordingly. A single candle produces about 8 lux of light. That alone is enough to suppress melatonin production by 50%. After 10 p.m., dim everything. Lamps instead of overhead lights, screen brightness all the way down. You're not trying to simulate a cave, just something closer to firelight. The temperature piece matters just as much. Your body needs to drop its core temperature by 1 to 3 degrees to enter deep sleep. The same drop your ancestors got automatically sleeping outside. A warm shower 30 to 60 minutes before bed accelerates that process. The heat pulls blood to your skin surface. And when you step out and cool down, your core temperature drops faster than it would on its own. Make your bedroom cold, at least 3 degrees cooler than the rest of your home. Pile on blankets. A warm body in a warm room fights that drop at night. Your biology was calibrated over hundreds of thousands of years to run on sunlight, darkness, and temperature. It's one of the most elegant systems in nature. The problem is, we built a world that sends it the wrong signals at the wrong times, and then we wonder why we can't sleep. You can't change the modern world, but you can give your ancient brain what it's been waiting for since the day you were born. Start tomorrow morning, the moment you open your eyes. Go outside and enjoy your life.